live coverage of the Pacific Life Open. The championship match is underway, everybody. Top player in the world, Roger Federer, taking on the resurgent James Blake, who has had a tremendous 10-day event here. So it is Federer and Blake, and one of them will hoist the championship trophy on this first Tennis Masters event of the year. Cliff Drysdale, Patrick McEnroe here. First game is underway, 40-30. Roger Federer serving. He won the first 3 points. And James Blake just came through with 2 huge shots. 2
screaming winners, Cliff. One off the running forehand from Blake, and then another backhand down the line we just saw. Still game point for Federer.
Best of 5-set championship match.
Oh.
Wow. 3 in a row for Blake. It's deuce.
Well, that's what James Blake was able to do yesterday against Rafael Nadal. Use his speed. And boy, did he use it effectively there. Federer looking for his 3rd straight title here in the California desert.
Lost the Tennis Masters Cup final and the final in Dubai this year after winning the Australian, but he has won the last 3 Grand Slams: Wimbledon, US Open, and the Australian.
Heavy backhand there from Federer. Blake in his first Masters Series final. He will be in the top 10 when the rankings come out. In fact, he'll be the 2nd highest ranked American. He will move ahead of the legendary Andre Agassi when the new rankings come out tomorrow.
How about 3 Americans in the top 10 for a while?
Blake wins this match, by the way, Cliff. He'll vault to number 7. Of course, that's a big if when you're playing Federer. But hello. He's making a statement here in the opening game. He's jumping on that second serve.
This is a statement that was beginning to be made last year in the Washington tournament. He lost in that championship match to Andy Roddick, but he has soared since then.
You can see how well he's dominated his opponents. Lost the opening set he played here to young American Sam Querrey, but then he rolled over quality opponents. Tommy Robredo, the man who beat Blake at the Australian. Tommy Haas, unfortunately, was sick, had to retire. Andreev, the Russian who took out Andy Roddick here, and then the big win over Rafael Nadal yesterday.
Big win and a thoroughly deserved win as Roger Federer wins the first game, but it was tight. Patrick, this whole story, and a friendly hello to everybody, Cliff Drysdale, Patrick McEnroe, with James Blake has been a tremendous one. It's almost like we were talking about second career for Hingis, almost like a second career for him as well, and he talked like he'd been given a second chance, and we'll talk about what happened to him in 2004 to suggest the second chance thing, but he's taken advantage of it.
Well, he has. I mean, he's just a much more mature player on the court. He has the explosive weapons in the forehand, the speed, but now his shot selection is so good, and his backhand has improved, and I think that's going to be a key if he can hang with Federer in some of those cross-court backhand rallies, because, of course, Roger is able to do so much with his backhand side. But Blake, despite not getting a break point in that opening game, some big shots. That's where Federer can also give Blake a lot of trouble, as you see the rankings rise of Blake. 210. He was playing the Challenger Tour around this time last year. August 71. September, that was when he made his U.S. Open run to the quarters. And he's just continued to play that type of tennis in the last few months. See, there's Federer, Cliff, attacking Blake's second serve. By the way, as we said, he'll be in the top 10 now after this tournament. 2 quick points for Federer.
Expect some electrifying stuff, some explosive play from both players. And my own feeling is that James Blake is legitimate. We're talking top 10. I think he's top 5 now. Material. The way that he beat Rafael Nadal, who's clearly the number 2 player last night. And let me put it this way, there was no fluke. That was a legitimate win.
There's Thomas Blake, James's brother, who's been here with him all week. Saw his coach, Brian Barker, next to him a minute ago. In fact, we have Thomas wired for sound, so we'll be hearing from him periodically throughout the match. We're going to convince some of these other coaches and people to get wired as well. You know, it's the only one we've been able to get so far, so we need to.
Brian Barker wants to have nothing to do with,
right.
with that. I mean, he's looking straight forward. He's concentrating on his man.
And his man continues to pound forehands.
He is playing with so much confidence. Since August, Blake has won Washington, New Haven, Stockholm, and Sydney, which was the warm-up tournament for the Australian. Also had 2 wins in the Davis Cup against Romania. Born New York, Connecticut raised. A couple of years at Harvard.
2 years at Harvard.
His brother graduated from Harvard.
He did, yep. James now spends quite a bit of time in Florida at the Saddlebrook Academy, where he trains along with Marty Fish and others. Roger Federer has had 1 tough match along the way to this championship match. I'll show you those results in a moment. Love 30, though. Chance for Blake.
That is wide, and you're looking at 3 break points coming up. And I'll tell you what, that is an indication to you in the early stages of how quick Blake is.
And Federer has really picked up his game from the round of 16 on. Gasquet dismissed easily, Lubicic the same, and Srichaphan. But Blake, and that was the kind of speed he used to frustrate Nadal, to stay in some points.
Federer saved 1.
15.
I think it's going to be a key,